We are witnessing something special with the Montreal Canadiens as in his NHL debut, Jakub Dobes shuts out the defending Stanley. So much that happened in today's game, but the big story is Dobes. There's so much we got to get into coming up on this episode of Habs Digest. Jesse, let's just dive straight into this and let's show the box score. My gosh, I don't even know what to say about this game. This was amazing from start to finish. The first period, it come out equal. Second period, Montreal comes out on fire. Thanks to our boy, Kirby. Play the animation. He is back, Jesse. What did you see from Kirby Dach tonight that looked different? This guy looked absolutely rejuvenated.
Absolutely. Just slowly but steadily, emphasis on steadily improving his game. And a lot of it came from that fight to do that, like after the whistle when you're playing against Florida. Kirby Dach did it. But again, while being disciplined, while not taking any bad sort of stick penalties, just being effective, being that highly skilled player. He just needed that one goal to kind of get off there after being stake bin for a little bit. And then the confidence, the skill gets out. Now when he's on a breakaway after scoring that first goal, he's looking like that highly skilled third overall pick player like that we know that he is, just with that solid, silky smooth backhand finish. Like this is just, there was some big one, Dobes, but like that balanced team attack of Kirby being good along with Laine helping to produce 5v5, just leading to that overall team game, which Montreal needed tonight. It was a 4-0 win. They're not getting this without a balanced attack throughout. Kirby Dach playing a huge part in this.
Yeah, and I promise we'll get more into Dobes later because we do have to talk about that. But I mean, like, there's so much we got to get into. Stick around for later in the video. You guys know we got your back. But my gosh, yeah, I wanted to show more of those goals. I didn't take longer clips because they weren't really available. Well, they probably were, but still, Laine, you made a great point about how Laine is helping him produce. And while Alex Newhook does get his first 2 assists of the season, which is crazy that we're far into the year, yeah, it's great. Oh wait, yeah. You know what, Jesse, we got something for that. We got our boy getting on the board. I'm back. And he must have smelled it. Their first game while I'm back here, and he gets that those 2 assists. Unbelievable. But Patrick Laine, 5v5, this line's what we wanted to see, right? We wanted to see Laine and Kirby really start to produce 5v5. Laine created that first goal by bringing the puck in himself, going around the net. He feeds it back to Guhle, to Newhook, to Dach. So Laine really created the whole play, doesn't get an assist. And on the back check of this, let's actually just double check that. No, he didn't. So that's the thing. That line has been producing incredibly right now. That's exactly what we wanted to see, 5v5. But Jesse, it's not just that. There's so much more we could talk about there. By the way, Laine was only 1 second behind Nick Suzuki for the most used Habs forward tonight. Look at that balanced attack.
Wow.
No one above 17 minutes in the forwards. Unreal. But we got to talk as well about, I want to talk about Jake Evans really quick because we'll have to watch the minutes of any forward in the NHL on the penalty kill. He's on a 4-game goal streak and he has multiple shorthanded goals this year. This guy, I'm just ready to sign him yesterday.
He's getting there. He's finding his niche right now, which is absolutely amazing. Showcasing that shot, just sniping it right now. There was news of Kent Hughes, asking Jeff Gordon to hold his beverage while he's like, okay, I gotta call Jake Evans' agent here, make a deal. Like I got some business to take care of right now because the way that he's doing it, like he's just forcing his hand. Like Montreal Canadiens fans are gonna be upset if Kent Hughes does not offer him this extension. Of course, it's a fluid situation right now, but like Evans is just doing everything within his power right now. Again, playing well, scoring goals, but as you mentioned, doing on the penalty kill as well, which I think, again, defensively was a big part of the win. One of the key things for Montreal tonight, Josh, like there was no moment where there was like just terrible blown coverage. Like how many times have we've been watching a Habs game like this year where oh no, like they just left the front of the net wide open. Nobody knows who's they got, and just, disaster ensues. We did not see that. Like there wasn't one point in this entire game. Believe me, I'm looking for it. I've been a stickler. I want them to change this. It's like where I saw just a terrible, blown coverage. Nobody knows what's going on there. There's Carrier that's definitely, I think, is a part of that. But you have to you have to wonder, obviously, since he's came in, he's just helped to stabilize things so much. Guhle coming on back onto his natural side, it's just kind of that butterfly sort of effect there. You'd have to think with the team kind of taking this all on, there is kind of that ripple effect that, it's the whole team is really kind of buying into it, which is, for me, just so huge right now that we're just watching a Montreal Canadiens game without feeling the need to have a heart attack while we give the puck up right in front of the net.
Yeah, it's unreal. And I was saying earlier to people I was watching the game with, it's like, you don't hear Carrier's name much, and that's exactly what we want. That's the reason we brought him in, to make the solid play the right play every time. And my gosh, was he ever good? Him and Guhle, Mike, it's exactly what we said would happen, Jesse. Him and Guhle together are just not letting opposing teams get anything in front of the net. And not only were they doing that, it was the whole decor and even the forwards. You know that they wanted to play to that higher standard to protect Jakub Dobes in his NHL debut. Yes, he played the preseason, but this was his first game. So just an unreal effort from everyone. I mean, I wish we could talk about every single player tonight, but we only have a certain amount of time in this video, Jesse. And while the defense was great, I think that transitions very well with how well they played and the whole team defensively. Also, shout out to Caufield for a goal and Slafkovsky for the assist. Unreal. This got to translate back into Jakub Dobes, because my gosh, what a game, Jesse. The defense was definitely there for him, but this guy looked absolutely rock solid. I cannot say enough good things about how he played in net today. He was so solid. Every save he made, no rebound, just absorbing every single shot. A few glove saves. He dropped maybe one, I think we were talking about, and he still recovered to make a great save after that. This guy, Jakub Dobes, getting a shutout in his first game against the defending Stanley Cup champions. Yes, the team was there ahead of him. He still faced 33 shots and stopped them all, looking comfortable and confident every single second. He looked better tonight than I would say 80 to 90% of Primeau starts ever. I'm not here to put down Primeau. What I am here to do is celebrate Jakub Dobes and just how good and confident he looked in net.
Absolutely. And this is a very good sign for his career going forward. Like, having those good preseason outings, really good. Something to be said. He was playing against NHL caliber, rosters there, but now doing it in the NHL against Stanley Cup champs and getting the shutout. Not just that, looking solid throughout. That's all the Montreal Canadiens have been looking for in their backup all year. And for sure, it's an important caveat to saying we were playing some pretty porous defense in front of Primeau at times. Yeah. I think that does factor into it. Hopefully Primeau plays well. Maybe he can get his chance again with the Habs if he's not claimed. But the way that Dobes is doing right now, it's going to be hard to usurp him, just because, getting again that shutout in your career, if we're looking for good signs for the future, still a lot of work to do, but an amazing sign. Not just doing that, looking cool, calm, collected, great, game management of knowing, okay, when maybe I should try to pass it to the defenseman, or we got a little bit of pressure here, let me just take the puck. Like, looking so good. We know that all that 6'5" of him, obviously he's big in front of the net, but he never looked out of position. Once again, Josh, just like we were saying for the Montreal Canadiens team, Jakub Dobes didn't look out of position once this entire game, which was just absolutely phenomenal, really battling through, being aggressive when he needs to as well, which is just absolutely phenomenal. Just really great judgment calls just throughout in this game. So, I mean, getting more goal scoring, having a little bit more of a solid goaltending duo, it's kind of looking like that right now. Those are two very important things for the Montreal Canadiens. That's the two main things that they haven't had enough of this year: goal scoring and solid backup play. We need a solid backup in today's NHL. So these are really big things that hopefully the Montreal Canadiens can really build off of going forward.
I really hope so, because Jakub Dobes, I mean, I don't even want to say surprised. I feel like so many people are like, it's the storybook ending, right? If Primeau gets put on waivers, which he was officially during this game today, that's just when waivers time is, and Dobes comes in and gets that shutout. We knew something was going to happen, and it did. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like, it just so good, and it's so good for the Montreal Canadiens' future. Will he play like this every game? No, he won't. Will he have bad games? You betcha he's going to have some bad games as he gets used to the NHL. But what I will say is he looked like an NHL goalie tonight. There were no questions when I watched him. Like, there was no point where I looked and I was like, I don't know. I can see him being an AHL goalie. Like, there's some fortunate bounce. Like, there was maybe a couple times where he wasn't perfectly centered to the puck, but like for your first NHL game, like, you can't ask for anything better. The game control, like you said, Jesse, a puck coming towards him. Should I play it? Should I cover it? I'm just going to cover it. Play it safe. Absorbing every shot. Not allowing any rebounds. Florida got nothing. Montreal was just playing solid defense, and every time Florida got a chance, even if it was right in front of the net, it was Dobes there to calmly make the save. Montreal's playing some great hockey. They're going to play some great hockey into the future, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts. We can't get enough of Jakub Dobes. This game was amazing. Kirby, Caufield, Evans, everything. Let us know your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you, but unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this episode of Habs Digest. If you enjoyed, I'm going to ask you for one thing. Hit the subscribe button down below. You made it to 10.5 minutes into this video, and you like what you see. We got daily Habs content after every single game. Hit the button down below. It's completely free. I promise you won't regret it. I'm Josh Gosse, my co-host, Jesse Poirier. We'll catch you in the next one.